Across the United States, child obesity rates are on the rise. Cell phones, television, and video games occupy kids for hours after a long day at school. This leaves little to no time for any physical activity, especially before sundown. Even with a bit of time between homework, chores, dinner, and a shower, few kids actually exercise at home. Weekly outdoor physical activity should be required in public schools for all grades throughout the United States to combat child obesity, increase healthy socialization between peers, and form good exercising habits from an early age. According to the CDC, children and adolescents need at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. This is not the case for the majority of kids in the United States. The CDC also states that not getting enough physical activity and spending too much time on sedentary activities such as watching television or other screen devices can lead to weight gain. Over 12.7 million children in the United States are obese, and the number is growing. Obesity leads to health issues such as diabetes, heart disease, and dozens more chronic diseases later in life. It's important for children to be healthy because many obese children go on to be obese or overweight adults. Physical activity in schools will help achieve that. Only 8 states in the United States require physical activity within schools, and none of them require any activity after the 8th grade, as stated by the Council of State Governments. Outdoor time has plenty of benefits to children because it's a good break from being inside all day. Playgrounds for younger students and fields or courts for middle and high school students can be enjoyed in warmer months. CSG also states that only 5 states require playground activity for students, and each are only required in elementary schools for just 20 minutes per day. It would be beneficial to require outdoor activity through high school because middle and high school students also enjoy being active. Forming healthy habits such as physical activity in kids and continuing that through high school helps these children and young adults stick to them later in life. The key to achieving and maintaining a healthy weight isn't short-term dietary changes. It's about a lifestyle that includes healthy eating and regular physical activity, according to the CDC. An example of this would be kids that play sports in school often stay fit in their adult lives because they continue to exercise and monitor their diets. Another argument would be that public schools are there to teach children academics, and that taking time for physical activity takes away from lessons. Some argue that the responsibility of physical activity in students should be on the parents and students themselves. This argument has not worked with students, however. If schools took just 30 consecutive minutes per day to allow students to exercise, that would only take 2.5 hours per week, compared to over 30 hours students spend in classes. Schools often claim to create well-rounded and mindful students, so knowledge and demonstration of physical activity importance should be a part of that. Weekends and evenings after school should be on the student's own time, considering every student has a different home life. In the 21st century, technology is a large part of kids' lives, and physical activity is getting pushed aside. Weekly outdoor physical activity will tremendously aid child and adult obesity rates in the United States. An official law change for 30 consecutive minutes per day, preferably outdoors, should be made for public, elementary, middle, and high schools to combat child obesity, increase healthy socialization between peers, and form good exercising habits from an early age.